Secretary Mayorkas, when Jay Johnson was secretary, you were deputy, and I was chairman of Homeland. We had the rise of ISIS and the caliphate. And I commend your department and the FBI and NCTC for stopping probably 99% of those threats. And I worry with the fall of Afghanistan to the Taliban and Bagram Air Base being taken over, we have no eyes and ears on the ground. We have no ISR capability. We can't see or hear anymore the threats, and we can't see Russia, China, and Iran as well as we could before the fall of Bagram. But I want to go back to the border, as Mr. Green was talking about, because in my state of Texas, all these Haitians, 14,000 of them, in addition to the over 1 million that have come in this year, has caused a crisis. I think in your words, you said it's unsustainable and told Border Patrol agents that we are going to lose. And I agree with you with that. I've also obtained emails from CBP agents stationed in Del Rio warning and asking for more resources in early June. And then the foreign minister of Panama warned on June the 3rd about this influx that was coming up to the southwest border. Did you see this threat coming? And if so, what, if anything, did you do?
So if I may, Congressman, thank you. It's good to see you. Again, I know we've worked closely for a number of years. I did not say that we are going to lose. That's unequivocally false, number one. And number two, we have not seen before such a rapid migration, irregular migration of individuals as we have observed and experienced with respect to the Haitians who've crossed the border in Del Rio, Texas. That has been an unprecedented speed.
But did you have any warning signs? When the sector chief is being warned about this, when the Panama foreign minister is warning on June the 3rd, and here we are in September, months later. Did you see this coming?
Well, so we watched the flow of individuals who are seeking to migrate irregularly through Mexico from the Northern Triangle countries and further south. We do indeed track it. Nevertheless, Congressman, as I previously articulated, the speed with which this materialized is unprecedented. And that is why we surged as many resources as we have. We have deployed as many.
If I could just one last question, and that is, you said this is the worst in 21 years, and I agree with you. And the speed has been very fast paced. The migrant protection protocols, the asylum agreements negotiated by the prior administration, I believe were effective. And unfortunately, this president on day one rescinded those agreements, opening up this border. And the traffickers know that. They know that if they touch base in the United States, they can stay now. And I respect you, sir. I think you've been a federal prosecutor, deputy secretary. Now, you understand this concept of deterrence, but also the fact that these were working. My question is, this has now been taken up to the Supreme Court of the United States, and they have upheld the decision that the migrant protection protocols need to be reinstated. I believe that you can call it whatever you want, sir, but it will greatly help in securing this border that is out of control right now. What are you doing to comply with the Supreme Court order?
Congressman, as you know, both of us served as federal prosecutors. We have an obligation to abide by the orders of a court. The district court ordered us to implement the MPP program, and that is indeed what we are doing. We are in ongoing negotiations with Mexico with respect to that implementation. We rely upon Mexico's agreement to do so, and we are moving with deliberate speed. I recognize and respect and will abide by a court order.
I appreciate that. I think it will help tremendously. any assistance you need with dealing with Mexico. I've chaired the U.S.-Mexico IPG for 15 years, and I hope they'll be willing to take the agreement back or to reinstate it, because I do think it will make a difference in this crisis that we have at our border.
Gentleman's
And
time from
I
Texas
yield
has
back.
expired.